Hey, Claude Pelanne here, Affiliate Starting Line. Welcome. We're in part 3 of ScreenFlow. Now, in the other videos, I showed you how to come up here, choose New Empty Document. So we have a new empty document here. If you recall, we did one on the Media Center, or the Media Properties, as they call it. And you can go and pick up videos wherever you want. I happen to have mine on my computer. I selected 3 videos here. I click open, and here they are. They pop into the media box. You're going to notice that I can select it. If I click it once, I get the play button, so I can actually see what the video looks like. And here, here it.
Just got.
I can select whichever one I want. If you want to load it up onto the timeline channel, I can either drag it like this, or I can double click. And there it is. I just double clicked. It's down here in my timeline channel. I'm going to right click and detach the audio. So there it is. The next in the sequence is this one. Yeah, so now you'll notice I double clicked it and it dedicated it to a separate channel. I just want to put it right up against, so I can drag it down here. I'm going to detach the audio. So I did all this in video 3, and then the last one I'm just going to drag down, put it here, detach the audio. So now I got my 3 videos and my 3 audios in the same 2 channels, dedicated audio and video channels. Now, if you want to look at the next box here, it's the text capability. That hasn't changed anything. I have a video about how to use that in 2.0 and 3.0. It's the same. What you want to do for text is select the channel, the audio. I usually check video, click the box, and then if you'll notice here, you can select your, I usually like Tahoma. You can select the width of your font. I always center it. I come over here, and this is a palette for colors. This is Crayon. This is a palette itself. You can select different ways you want to do your colors. I'll just come in here. This is brand new on 3.0, by the way. I like a light gray. That's a little too light. Right there. That's what I like. So we've selected that, and then I can drag it down here. You can put in your text. There we are. I like to round out the edges. You come over here to round, and I round them out. This is all in video, by the way. I'm just a quick recap. And then I drag it over here. I can make it whatever size I want. There we are. You'll notice that it put it into a channel over here. So you go down here. You can regulate the length you want this lower third to look like. You can always come down in here, add a dissolve in and a dissolve out, and you can always do a Control-C, move your timeline cursor down to the end, do Control-V, and I've just put my lower thirds in the beginning and the end of and I'm done. Next, annotations. This is brand new. The annotations allow you to put markers, arrows, squares, circles. Let's take a quick look and see what they do. All right, so let's say you're rolling along.
And
let's say you're rolling along, and all of a sudden right here you want to put an arrow. You go to Annotations. You go down to the bottom here and click Annotations Clip. Click it. Now it's creating an annotation feed right here on your channel. You can see it. I'm going to select the arrow. And if I go here with my cursor and hold my mouse down, I'm designing an arrow. Now, once I've got the arrow, I can control the thickness of that arrow. I can control if there's a shadow. I can control if I want it outlined. And there you are. Now, down here it has endpoints. If I want to put a different endpoint, this is a straight, see this endpoint here? It's square. I can put another arrow there. I can put a round circle there. I can put a diamond there. Or I can just make it like an arrow. It's got an indent there. So you can have it squared off. You can have it whatever you want to do. So I can put this where I want to put my arrow to show where the, and then I can come down here and control the length. If do I run it to run 5 seconds, 8 seconds, it's up to me. If I want to, of course, I can put a dissolve into it and put a dissolve out of it. It's, you know, whatever you want. Let's put it in here. And so on. So if I go back here in my timeline, run this,
styrofoam packing.
it dissolved in. It's running whatever length I want, and it disappears.
The all power.
So that's the arrow. There are other, you can design a straight line. Now in that case, you can control, again, the thickness, the shadow, the outline. This is the case of the line. And you can, so it's going to go from an arrow
the all power
to a line. I didn't dissolve in. I could have if I wanted to.
And
I didn't do that.
Machine looks pretty.
So, and you can also put in squares. Now in this square, it's a solid square. So I'm going to click Annotation.
Pretty good. So let's take it out.
Oh, I didn't put the square in. You got to, sorry about that. You got to draw it in. So you draw it in with your mouse. So there it is. That's the square.
Get a closer look.
It's gone away. So let's take a look at what you can do with a square.
The all power.
With a square, this you can put.
And machine looks pretty good.
All right, so with the square, we can put a shadow. We can put an outline. You can't do thickness because it's solid and no endpoints. So there it is.
So let's take it out.
That's a square.
Get a closer look.
Now, that square was solid.
Got...
Let's say you don't want a solid square. You click Annotations. You can select with your thing there right here. We'll draw. Now it's a see-through square or whatever you want to call it. Same things apply. You can add
our all power.
I can do thickness, I can do shadow, I can do outline, same thing. You get the, I think you're getting this, right? And then you play it. You can come down here into the channel and you know, select it and decide how long you want it to run. You know, if I want it to run
3,500 watt.
I can put in my dissolves. So it'll dissolve in and out.
6.5 horsepower.
You can control the length of the dissolves. That'll be.
And it was delivered.
And then the very last one is a circle. So if I want to add another annotation somewhere in there and select circle, I draw my circle, and I've got the same capabilities. I can draw the thickness of the circle. I can put a shadow in the circle. I can put an outline in the circle. So that is what annotations do. They give you the capability of
in 5 business days
putting in either arrows,
we ordered it on a Wednesday.
straight lines with no a solid square, a see-through square, and a see-through circle. And that's really the long and short of annotations. You can time them by selecting down here and drawing out the time you want for that circle to run, and within the actual movement itself, you can design dissolves, etc. So that is the annotation tab in ScreenFlow 3.0. I hope this has been useful. This is Claude Pelanne, Affiliate Starting Line. Stay with it, stay well, and we'll talk to you soon.